Alright, hey, what's up? Daniel Santiago here. I am with 3 of my new friends here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're actually at the National Alternative Education Association Conference here, and I wanted to take a minute to share, actually have them share from their heart about why they're here and what they're learning and kind of where their life is headed as a result of being in their alternative school. So let's go ahead and start us off by telling us who you are and what you like to do.
My name is Robert Pugh, and I'm an artist. I like to draw.
Cool.
My name is Antoine Kenzie, and I'm also an artist. I do pastel.
My name is Alexander Sedane. I like to draw as well.
Right on. So you guys got into art. That's essentially why you're here. You arrived in Nashville, Tennessee. You never been to Nashville before, huh?
First time seeing snow.
What did you like about Nashville?
The snow.
Snow. It actually snowed while you were here, right? Who got hit with a snowball?
All of us.
All of
us.
Teacher, you hit the teacher?
Yeah. We had to hit the teacher.
Teacher got hit with the snowball. Well, cool. Well, while we're here today, I just wanted to take some time. I got a chance to see your art. It's actually up in the gallery, and actually you just sold a piece, right?
Yeah, I just sold one.
Very cool. Which one did you sell?
It was a canvas with a lady and a flower on her face.
That was the one with the profile view?
Yeah.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
The one where you were talking about how it took you forever with that
Yeah.
art acrylic to blend it?
Yeah.
Right on, man. They've done some really good art. Now, you guys are all 3 from Miami, Florida, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what's life like in Miami? I mean, tell me a little bit about kind of your upbringing and you know, kind of how you got into alternative school, and go ahead and take it away.
All right. Basically, all of us is not from the best of neighborhoods. Or
That's a nice way of putting
Yeah.
it was a hard knock life growing up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you dealt with the streets. Go ahead.
I live in South Miami Heights. I don't know if they'll be able to know where those places are, but I live in South Miami Heights, Florida City, Prime. So basically, like where we from is a lot of fights, drugs, things like that.
Okay. So you have pretty much the street life, right? You live
Yeah.
by the code. You got drugging, thugging. You got sex, drugs, alcohol. You pretty much deal with everything that it's hard to come up out of, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how you kind of got up out of that environment, and kind of what happened both in you and maybe around you to kind of get you here to Nashville.
For me, I mean, everything was like the same to me every day. All day I was doing the same thing. When I was at my old school before I came to the school I'm at now, I was getting in trouble. I used to steal. I was fighting gangs and stuff.
Did you have an anger issue with?
I had a real bad attitude.
Real bad attitude.
Real bad attitude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Real bad attitude. I was nice, but
Now you shared with me at a very young age you had an attitude, right?
very young age I had an attitude. When I was real young, I always had an attitude. I get sensitive sometimes, but I always had an attitude.
Now, when you were young, you shared with me that you actually got sent to a magnet school, or
Yeah.
tell me about that.
Oh, when I was like in the 2nd grade, I drew some pictures, but it was like pictures I wasn't supposed to be drawing.
Okay, like what? We talking
Like
about?
sex pictures
Okay,
in
so you
school.
draw pretty graphic.
Yeah, really graphic.
You were talented, right?
Yeah, I was talented.
Okay.
Wasn't nobody drawing like me at my age, so I drew them, and then I got suspended. The teacher was like, he knows how to draw, but he's drawing the wrong thing. I got suspended, and then like the next year, they sent me to this magnet school where it had like drawing and stuff, and I was in like a little magnet program for drawing until my 5th grade year.
Wow. So the teachers actually understood that you had a talent, but it was a little misdirected, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and from that experience, you actually brought it back and have been drawing ever since, right?
Yeah, I've been drawing ever since. And, when I got kicked out of from my high school I was at, Palmetto Senior High, fighting and stuff, I came to MacArthur. I didn't even want to do nothing. I just sat there the first couple of like days, and it wasn't for him. Kept telling me to draw and stuff. Him, the artist, he kept telling me to draw every day because they said the art program was good.
Was he hard to work with? Was he stubborn at first?
Nah, like basically we never used pastels and acrylics before we came to that school. And Miss Young, I was the first one there. Well, he was there before me, but I was the one who started drawing first there.
Okay.
So I was drawing with pencil, and Miss Young was like, "You gotta try pastels." I was like, "Miss, I don't color my pictures. I don't like to color them. I just like it black and white. It's easier."
Yeah, I was like that.
So she showed me, and I got a hang of it. And she was like, "You know, you can sell your pictures, right?" I was like, "I can sell them." Like, this was new to me. We selling pictures at school.
You know?
So I sold my first picture, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna keep doing this." So I've been doing him before. We was at that school. I went to middle school with him. So he came out there. He was like, "Oh, Alex, you drawing? You know how to draw?" I was like, "Nobody did." Like, everybody just thought I was a bad kid and didn't have no talent. So I didn't know he knew how to draw either. So I was like, "Man, you gotta try these pastels." He was like, "Man, I only use pencil." I was like, "Look, you can sell your work if you do this." And he was me and Miss Young was helping him out. After the first picture, he got it down pat just like I did. Then we was moving with our artwork.
Whole new world after you came with the pastels, right?
Yeah.
If it weren't for the school, like most of us probably would be
dead.
Dead in jail.
Dead in jail. So tell me about. Why don't you give a big shout out to your school right now? What's the name of that school?
Young Mens Academy.
Young Mens Academy at MacArthur South in Orlando, Florida.
Cool. Now, two things I want to touch on because you told me, and we didn't talk about it yet, but you used to be a star football player, right?
Yeah,
Did I read
football.
that?
Yeah, I played football. Everybody knew I played football. But you know, like, after a while, my GPA dropped, so I couldn't really do nothing anymore. I was coming to school, but I wanted to come. I was in school.
You weren't eligible, right?
Yeah.
Now, you had the same issue, right? You was telling me your grade point average was really low, right?
Every day I was skipping school, like every day, me and my buddy William, we'll go to school. Right, we'll go to school just for lunch. Right after lunch, we'll go. And then, we was going to school just to look good. To be honest, we was going to school after lunch, go steal, or we'll be selling dope or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then go buy clothes and come back to school the next day just to look good for lunch.
Same old cycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like girls and just coming to school just to look good.
Now, tell us a little bit about your story, because you had mentioned to me that if it wasn't for these two,
I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be here. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, I got kicked out of school for doing the wrong thing, digging myself in a ditch. So they put me at the mat. It took me a little time, but I started seeing them drawing pastels, making money, staying out of trouble. So I started doing the same thing. So what got me into art is inspiration from my surroundings. My teacher helped me, they helped me, and now I'm in Tennessee. Hey, I'm in Tennessee.
Throwing snowballs.
Right on.
You know, it's intriguing to me because hearing your stories and knowing the struggle that you have come from, and I've the same coming out of LA. It's hard when you are a product of your environment, right?
Yeah.
And to hear you say that if it wasn't for you, and if it wasn't for you, and if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't be here. It's pretty profound, because it's you ever heard, you become who you hang out with.
Yeah.
You're the product of your environment. Guilty by association, but also successful by association.
Yeah.
And so you've had the resources in having the materials to draw. You've had the opportunity to be around a great program and great teachers, right?
Yes.
Your teachers here, you have two teachers here with you, right?
Yes.
Who have they been pretty instrumental in your art program?
They love it so much. One of them are retired, and she still comes out to help with us.
Yeah,
so
she retired.
She doesn't have to do this.
Last
She
year.
still
She
loves it so
still
much.
comes out there, calls us when we are home, make sure we come to school, everything. She calls our girlfriends, everything.
Yeah,
make sure we come to school.
I was like, how did she get a girlfriend? I was like, wow.
How'd she get your girlfriend?
Yeah.
She's connected, right?
Yeah. She makes sure we doing good.
Now, what does that do to you as an individual, as a young man?
I mean, it lets us know that somebody actually cares about what we're doing and about our life. It makes us feel like there's somebody there that wants us to do better. All the negative stuff that we did have about us before.
To piggyback on that,
Yeah.
at my old school, I was skipping every day, and my mom was amazed at how the APs and teachers didn't pick up on it. But at the mat, I can't do that, because those two teachers they on my back. They call my mom. They make sure I'm at. Like, if I miss school, I don't come to class. She called my phone one day. I was like, how she get my number? She was like, where are you? Why are you in class? I was like, oh man. So yeah, it made me want to do better. Like, you know, knowing that I'm gonna let somebody down if I mess up.
Yeah.
And they like second parents.
Yeah.
Second parents.
Yeah.
Now, real quick before we wrap up, I want to really find out what inspires you as an artist. I mean, what type of I guess, where do you draw your inspiration from? What do you like to draw?
I draw like musical instruments, like joyful paintings, paintings that inspire you to do better, paintings that inspire me to do better.
That's awesome.
Painting like, damn, me chasing footsteps.
Very
But
cool.
like that.
Very cool. And what do you like to draw?
I like faces. I don't know. I'm good at portraits. I like getting down to details like the line on your cheek. Like it's like cool when you draw a picture for somebody. It's like, oh my God, look just like the person.
Wow.
Like it looks so amazing. It's like made me feel good that I made that person look exactly how they look.
That's awesome.
So that's what I really like.
Robert, what do you like to draw?
I mean, I'm good at portraits and abstract art, but I really like to draw sunsets.
Sunsets.
Yeah, I like to draw sunsets. I mean, this is like another place that you can go.
Sure.
Get away from things.
Now, what is all of this? All of these drawings. What do they do for you internally? I mean, as far as what happens as you go through this process from a blank canvas to to an outline to start to color it in. What happens in that process as an artist? What happens?
I'll say something like I never used to notice it, but when I was younger, like if I'd be mad, like if my day was going bad that day, I'd come home and draw, but I didn't notice it was coming me down. But like as I think about it, I was like, oh, this was like some kind of a therapy for me, like
Art therapy.
Yeah,
art
it's like I'll go home and draw and I
too.
forget everything that happened that day. So like it just made me feel good and stuff.
And calm you down, makes you feel a little better about
So
what's
it's-
going on.
So essentially, it brings a peace of mind to you,
Yeah.
right? Very cool. Hey, if you were to give a piece of advice to anybody who may be watching this video, or anybody who is maybe a teacher, an educator, or maybe an art teacher, or an administrator, or maybe a student who's going through the struggle, or running the streets, or doing whatever, what type of advice would you leave them with?
If you have a talent, don't let it go to waste. It'll take you places like I never thought I would be in Tennessee. I'm from Miami, so this is a long way home. So I'm sending pictures to my friends back at home. They was like, "That's really snowing your hand." I was like, "Yeah." So like, if you got talent, don't let it go to waste. Use them.
Awesome.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Yeah.
And know that all.
It's always somewhere that
Don't
can
give
help
up.
you.
There's always somebody that'll help you. Always.
And if you want to do better, you got to do better.
That's awesome. Well, gentlemen, I really appreciate you taking the time to share from your heart about what art has done for you, both mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Just giving you've blessed a lot of people and just sharing what you've done. So thanks for being here. Thanks for just being you and for making a difference in the lives of the people that you share your art with. So for now, we're gonna wrap this up from Nashville, Tennessee, where it's snowy, cold, and we're hanging out, representing the Mac, right? All right, peace, y'all.